we're starting in that position again, a bit more hip to hip than what we normally go through. So normally we're like right here. This is the ideal position, I reckon. So when your knees and your knees close to the hip and the shoulder here, and they're facing away from you a little bit. I really like this position, but sometimes it can be hard to really like get up close to them into that position. Normally when we're here, the person on the bottom does a really good job at getting their frames in. So normally they're going to be pushing us away with their arms. This frame here, and also on the hip, like we went through 2 weeks ago. So this is going to make it hard for me to really try and get in tight and get into that really tight position. So what we have to deal with is this frame on my hip here. So if Kerry's really pushing that, he's going to be creating a lot of space, and he's going to be able to eventually create enough space to get his knees inside. So if he pushes me away, he's going to be able to move his hips away and bring his knees inside. Right? So what I have to concentrate on is not so much this arm, but his hips. So he's going to be trying to keep me in this position, and he's going to be getting his hips away so he can get his knees in. If I let him get his hips away, that's where trouble starts for me. So as soon as that frame happens, I want you to start to control the arm, but I also want you to start to try and push his legs away with your hips so that he's facing away again. So we're here, Kerry starts to create space. I'm going to hold on to the back of his tricep and see the position of my legs. This is going to be really important. I'm not sitting on the ground, I'm a little bit up, my knees aren't on the ground, and I'm going to be walking back, using my hips to push his legs away. That alleviates some of the pressure here so that I can pick it up and then start to come inside. So it's a bit of like a reset position. So we don't use it just when we're like in this like low side control position. Sometimes we might already be really tight here, right? And then all of a sudden they get the space and they get that bottom frame in. They start to push away. I can't stay in this square on position. I'm going to sit my hips out like this, so I'm facing towards his head. And then I'm going to start to walk my hips back, blocking his hips, and then resetting. So that's what we're going to do. Let's actually go from this tight position. Kerry gets his frame in, starts pushing away. I need to turn my hips straight away, blocking his hips. I start to walk back, start to push his hips away, and then I lift it up. And then I come nice and tight again into our tight side control. Cool, so just do that 3 times each. Swap sides and then swap top and bottom. Cool, 1, 2.